we'll explain about occupational safety and health. So, Ayah Hadley will explain about it. Yes, so wait a second. What's wrong? Hello? Yes. Emergency? Okay, wait for me, I will come. Wait. Adi, can you explain the topic by yourself?
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Bye.
So I'm going to explain the topic about the occupational safety and health in the public sector in Malaysia. So let's go guys. Okay, so we are going to do the introduction first about occupational safety and health. Occupational safety and health aims to prevent accident and protect employees in the workplace. In Malaysia, it's especially important in public service like healthcare, law enforcement and fire department, where workers face various risks. The government recognise that safe work environment improve the productivity and service quality. Malaysia OSS policy, including Occupational Safety Health Act 1994, guide employees in maintaining workplace safety. However, challenge remain in fully implementing these standards, particularly in training and enforcement across public service.
Okay guys, thank you for meeting with me today. We've received positive feedback about how we manage safety during the recent health crisis. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on the measures we implemented and how they impacted trust in our services.
The introduction of the strictest safety protocol, such as the mandatory PPE and regular sanitation, made a huge difference as a frontliner workers. It reassures us that our safety was a priority. It also set a clear example of the government commitment to handle the crisis responsibility.
From my perspective, this measure was very reassuring. Seeing healthcare workers were protected in hospital, maintaining high level of cleanliness, made me confident seeking medical care without fear of infection.
Okay, that's great to hear. We aim to protect not only our staff but also the public that we serve. But guys, I wanna ask, how do you think these measures influence overall in government efforts?
I think it strengthened trust significantly. When people saw that we will support with the proper equipment and protocols, they feel that the government was serious about protecting everyone's well-being.
Yes, I agree with you. The transparency and visible effort show accountability. It's easier to trust a system that prioritizes safety for both employees and citizens.
Assalamualaikum, good morning Adeli and Syed.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Waalaikumsalam.
Sergeant Chief.
I want to take some time to discuss how our recent investment in safety measure has been impacting our operation. What are your thoughts so far?
The new safety protocols and additional training have made a big difference. We have seen a noticeable drop in minor injuries during the operation, which means a few medical costs and less time lost to recovery.
Absolutely. For us on the ground, the upgraded protective gear and better training mean we're more confident and efficient during emergencies. That translates to quicker response time and better outcomes for the community.
That's excellent to hear. Fewer injuries also mean our experienced team members stay on the job longer, which is help with continuity and reduce the need for costly hiring and training of new staff.
Exactly. Plus, it's not just about cost savings. A safer work environment has boosted the morale across the board. When the people feel valued and protected, they are more engaged and motivated.
Damn, safety officer, you like read my mind. Because I've noticed that too. The team seems more focused and less stressed. It's clear that investment are not just about compliance, but also about truly supporting us in our roles.
That's the goal. By prioritizing safety, we are not only protecting our team, but also ensuring the community receive adequate and high quality emergency service. The long-term benefit to both the organization and the economy are undeniable.
I agree. It's a great example of how the OSH investments pay off, not just in the financial terms, but also in the terms of operational efficiency and the public trust.
And also, it's motivating for us, knowing that our safety and well-being are prioritized, make us even more committed to serving the community.
Thank you for both of you. It's clear we're heading in the right direction, and I'm confident this measure will continue to benefit everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. As you know, Malaysia is committed to aligning its workplace safety measure with both our national Vision 2030 and international standard like the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We would like to hear your thoughts on how this alignment impact investment opportunities.
Thank you for having me as well. From an international business perspective, it's very reassuring to see Malaysia prioritizing OSH standards. Companies like ours look for partners in countries with strong safety and sustainability commitments as they align with our corporate values and global practices.
That's great to hear. OSH alignment not only support SDG 8 on decent work or economic growth, but also promotes SDG 3 focusing on health and well-being. These are key pillars in our national strategy to ensure sustainable development.
Absolutely. For an example, your proactive approach to workplace safety sends a strong message about accountability and care for your workforce. This fosters trust and makes Malaysia an attractive destination for foreign partnerships.
That's exactly the aim. By embedding the safety and health into our economic policies, we are not just protecting them. We are not just protecting the workers also, but also demonstrating that Malaysia is a forward-thinking, responsible nation. How do you think this impact trade relationship?
It has a significant impact. Ethical businesses practices and a safe, healthy workforce are major factors in deciding where to invest. Companies are increasingly focusing on long-term sustainability, and Malaysia's efforts make it a preferred partner.
This approach also strengthens our local economy. By franchising OSH, we reduce workplace accidents, enhance productivity and maintain a healthy workforce, all of which contribute to steady economic growth.
Exactly, it's a positive cycle. Our alignment with global standard not only support employee welfare but also position Malaysia as a competitive and ethical global player.
I completely agree with both of you. It's a win-win for workers, businesses, and the broader economy. We're excited to explore further opportunities for collaboration.
Thank you everyone. We are committed to continue this effort and fostering strong partnership with forward-thinking organizations like both of you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, Luqman, let's get fast. What's the biggest safety issue you face in healthcare?
PPE shortage, sir. We have been asking for proper protective equipment for a year. During COVID-19, it got worse. Many of us were exposed because there was enough to go around. No training, no resource. It is hosting.
Okay. And Adli, what's about the education center?
Teachers are unprepared. Most don't even have the first aid training. Last year, a student fainted and no one knew what to do. Right? And it's not just about school. There's uniformity. Some departments prioritize safety. Others barely acknowledge it.
It's the same in healthcare. Some hospitals follow OSHA guidelines. Others ignore them completely. And employees, most don't even know they are right under OSHA.
Exactly. The people are too scared to report issues. They don't trust the system anymore. Or worse, they fear the retaliations.
So, lack of resources, inconsistent enforcement, and fear of speaking up. What's the solution?
Proper funding and tailor training. Healthcare worker need infection control. Teacher need first aid skill and enforcement. Someone need to ensure policy are ethically followed.
And employees need to feel safe reporting problem. No fear, no retaliation, just accountability.
Good. Let's make this recommendation clear. It's time to turn words into action. Okay?
Let's go.
Alright. Let's talk about the main challenge in OHH. But don't worry, I will guide you guys through this discussion, but feel free to jump with your thought. Let's start with the big picture. Why do you think workplace safety training is so indicated here?
Honestly, sir, the issue start with the lack of tailor program. Pointed out that government institution and sector like healthcare barely get any job specific. It's all very general and that leave worker unprepared for real emergency.
Exactly. And it's not just the lack of specificity, it's the inconsistency. Do you know that Rahim and Shamsuddin found that many workers are not even aware of the occupational safety and health laws or how to report unsafe condition? Some companies only care about meeting the minimum compliance requirement instead of fostering a real safety culture.
Good point. So we have generic training and a focus of compliance over care. But what about the industry with higher risks like construction or healthcare? Are they doing better?
Not really. Look at how unprepared healthcare workers were during COVID-19 pandemic. Training for PPE infection control and emergency response was completely insufficient. That led to a higher infection rate and anxiety among frontliner workers.
True, and this problem get worse for rural workers. Lee highlighted the digital divide. Many rural employees don't have access to online training resources. Without inclusive, regionally accessible programs, there are much higher risk of workplace hazards.
So it's not just a one issue, it's a combination of inadequate training, lack of awareness, and limited accessibility, especially for rural workers. So what do you think can be done to address these gaps?
For starter, enforcement of regulation like OSHA need be strict, and training programs should be customized for specific industry and update regularly.
Agree. Plus, we need more localized training initiatives that reach rural areas. Employees also need to shift their mindset and see the safety as more than compliance. It's about genuinely protecting their workers.
Okay, excellent suggestion. Stronger enforcement, inclusive training, and real safety culture. If Malaysia can focus on this, we can make workplace much safer. Great discussion to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go to the next topic. The growing mental health challenge in Malaysia. We will explore the factor behind the rise in mental health issue, the impact of stigma, and what can be done to improve access to care. To start, why do you think mental health problem on the rise here?
Well, a lot of it come down to stress. Malaysia fast-paced work culture a big factor. Siti Mariam found that stress at work, especially for younger employee and those in manufacturing or service job, is a major cause of mental health issue. Long hour, tight deadline, and financial worries all pile up.
That's true, Lokman. And it's not just work stress, it's also the isolation and fear caused by the pandemic. They highlight that how the COVID-19 worsened anxiety and depression, particularly among the older adults, healthcare and workers, even healthcare professionals face a burnout from working in such high pressure conditions.
Good point. But we are seeing some progress with public education campaign and NGO effort. What do you think to happen to reduce stigma and improve care accessibility?
I think we need to normalize mental health conversation. Public awareness campaign should focus on breaking the stigma and teaching people that mental health issues are not personal failure.
Agreed, but we also need a better funding for mental health services, especially in the rural areas. More professionally should be trained and therapy should be affordable for everyone.
Okay, I couldn't agree more. If we can address this issue, we can create more supportive environment for those struggling with mental health. Great discussion, both of you. Okay, thank you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Let's go!
Isa!
Adli!
Long time no see.
Yeah!
Okay, sir, since because we have me, I want to ask you a very important question. Okay, this is about occupational safety and health in the Malaysia public sector. How to start? Let's talk about this. How to strengthening the OSH policy. Why is this priority for public services?
Okay. Thank you for your question. That is a good question. But before I answer the question, can you have a seat first?
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
Okay. No.
Waalaikumsalam.
Alright, okay. Strengthening OSH policy is critical because workplace risk constantly evolving due to pandemic, climate change, and technological advancement. Regular policy review help to ensure the safety regulation remain relevant and effective. For example, incorporating this policy into the larger government framework ensure uniform standards across all public service departments.
Interesting. Are there any specific strategies to address unique challenge in the different sectors?
Yes, sector-specific standards are essential. Healthcare, law enforcement, and municipal service each face unique risks that require tailored safety measures. Collaboration between government, agency, unions, and professional associations can also enhance the flexibility and robustness of these policies. This approach ensures that OSH policy meet both current and future challenges. Sector-specific standards are essential. Law enforcement, healthcare, and municipal service face unique risks that require tailored safety measures. Collaboration between government agency, union, and professional association can also enhance the flexibility and robustness of this policy. This approach ensures that OSH policy meet both current and future challenges.
That's wonderful. Let's move on to the training and awareness.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, it's about training and awareness. Okay, the expert training is often described as the foundation of workplace safety. Can you explain to me the importance in the OSH?
Certainly, training ensures employees at the level that can identify hazards, respond to emergencies, and use protective equipment correctly. But training isn't a one-time event, it must be continuous. Regular refresher courses keep employees updated on the latest safety standards and protocol.
What about incorporating modern method into this program?
Modern methods like virtual simulation, e-learning, and interactive workshop make training more engaging and effective. These Tools offer practical hands-on experience preparing employee for real-world scenario. Additionally, training programs should include mental health awareness to help employees manage stress and support their colleagues.
A comprehensive approach indeed. Now let's discuss about mental health in more detail.
Okay.
Mental health is growing concern in today's workplace. Isa, why should public service organisation prioritize this aspect of occupational safety and health?
Okay, Adli, mental health directly impact employee productivity and job certification. High stress level in public service roles can lead to burnout and emotional strain. To combat this, we need workplace policy that address mental health proactively. For instance, creating a stigma-free environment encourage employees to seek help without fear of discrimination.
Okay, sir. What the practical measure can organisation implement to support this mental well-being?
Adli, employee assistance program are great start. They provide counselling and psychological support. Regular workshop on resilience, stress management and mental health awareness can also make a difference. Furthermore, training manager in mental health first aid equip them to identify early signs of distress and offer timely support. Lastly, flexible work arrangement and mental health leave policy promote work-life balance and reducing burnouts.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for this particular insight. Together, we can strengthening the policy, we can increasing the training and addressing mental health, can significantly improve the OSH in the Malaysia public sector.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Adli.
To sum up, occupational safety and health in Malaysia, particularly in public institutions, face several challenges, including inadequate enforcement, lack of training, outdated infrastructure, and inconsistent of safety standards. Sectors like healthcare, education, and multiple service often lack proper safety measures due to limited resource and outdated policies. Many employees are also unaware of their occupational safety and health rights, leading to stress and mental health issues, worsened by long hours and high expectations, especially after COVID-19 pandemic. To address these issues, stricter enforcement, industry-specific safety procedure, and accessibility training are needed. Integrating mental health support into occupational safety and health policy and focusing on work-life balance can help creating healthier workforce. Successfully implementing require collaboration between government, employee and employees, ensuring safer work environment and improve productivity in the public sector. Action.
Okay, great prawn. Aku pula macam.
Good morning. Isa pula.
Thank you for having me. Action. Inadequate enforcement, lack of training, outdated